What's up, y'all? This is Dubitdown. So in this video, I'm just gonna tell you why you should remove your music or your videos or your live streams whenever you get a copyright. Excuse me. Now I've been on this live streaming now for like maybe a month and a half, 2 months going on, and I have a lot of videos under my lives. And what that is, you just put your songs into like I uploaded my file of songs, which was 995 songs, and I uploaded it into their file once I did the $20 a month signed up for it because I didn't have enough to do annually. You know what I mean? So I had to sign up monthly, but it stops you from doing a 24/7 live stream. You know, that's what I wanted to do was like one long video with what plays them in random order of all my 995 songs. That's how I wanted to do the radio. What I got left with is I gotta like what I really got out of it is I'm paying $20 a month and I gotta make like I gotta make like a lot of videos each day on my live stream. So it takes quite a bit of time each day. Sometimes I'm working like 12 hours a day and things like that. So what's going on is, when you're making your catalog, you might run into like some very small issues about copyrights throughout. My 995 songs, I only had like 3 or 4 copyrights. Maybe possibly 4. Maybe possibly 3. I'm not exactly sure how many copyrights I had. But those videos, let's just tell you like this, those videos or the MP3s get caught up in the other MP3s that don't have copyrights. So when you get this big old file of your MP3s, where do you start to go through it and take out the bad MP3s from your from the file manager? Where do you go to take out the 3 or 4 MP3s that are bad that have copyrights? So what you got to do each time you get a copyright is basically you got to remove your video. Like I had to remove several videos because I had those 3 or 4 copyrights when I made my whole music catalog, my 995 song. But they're in the files, so now I have to like watch my videos very closely, and if they show up a copyright, I remove it immediately because they're random. When I hit them, it's not going in random order, but there's so many of them I can pick different ones each time. But sometimes or another, it shows up that I will hit the copyright because of those 3 or 4 songs that, and they weren't really bad copyrights. They were like, one was like a beat from my first album that I used it on the my initial first album, but I didn't put it out. I didn't actually put it on my DistroKid, that copyright. I removed that, but for some reason it was still in my files. You know what I mean? So that one shows up, and it shows up periodically through the company called Live Reacting, 24/7 Live Reacting. You can type that in Google and look for it, but that's the company I've been using to do my live streams. But you'll get occasionally you'll get these copyrights, and the best thing to do is just remove your video. You don't want to be arguing with nonsense like that, and it takes too long to go through. I would have to sit there and go through 995 songs to find the copyrights. But the thing is, I uploaded some of the songs twice, so it's kind of mixed in. I don't know how many times the copyrights are on my 995 files. I mean, my 995 song. I don't know how many times that actual song is in that list. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I would change the bass and then save the file like that, so you would end up with 2 files, right? So, in the whole catalog, there's not many that do that, of course, but, you could say that, the, basically the copyright would be like just periodically showing up. And you can't really do nothing about that, because like I said, I had to go through so many songs, and I don't know if I have them on there, like, this one song I changed the bass, I changed the pitch 2 times, so I have the file saved like 4 times, and I would have to go through 995 songs to take out it wasn't many copyrights, but I might have the file saved more than once when I change the pitch. There's not many of them, but so that's the problem I'm running in with. But the thing is, it's not really an issue, because I don't think they're going to give you a strike if you remove it the same day you get the copyrights. You remove it. So that's basically what I got to do. My live streaming's basically turned into a full-time job now. I'm running so many live streams, and each time you do one, you got to put in your information, like your title of your video, your website, your picture of your website, your what kind of music you do, your QR code. You know what I'm saying? You got to do a lot of different things on there when you type it in to get your live streaming going. It's not just like one click, you gotta type stuff out with your thumbs, so it turned into like quite a bit of time that I'm using on my live streams. It turned into like a part-time job or a full-time job now, and I did not want to do that originally. I just wanted to get the one 24/7 live stream going for the whole year, and I thought it would play in random order or something like that. But the thing is, if you do that, they only give you one video. If you sign up annually for the $400, it's like $400 annually to do one video, which is 24/7. And I don't see, the thing is, I would have had to remove the video because it had a copyright. So I would have been down $400 because they only give you one option of one video you could upload, which plays the whole year 24/7 live, where you wouldn't have to remove it. But I would have had to remove it because I had copyright on my files. So I would have lost $400 that way. But I'm doing it monthly. It's like $20 a month, and I've been uploading a lot of videos. Because I figured this is like the best and cheapest way I could advertise my music, my website, my wife's website, my clothing brand that I started, my shoe company that I started, my USB drives on eBay. So it's the fastest it's the fastest, cheapest advertisement I could do, is run my live streams. And it's not gaining a lot of popularity right now, but I'm just staying with it and making as many videos as I can each day. But if you have been watching my videos for some time, you would know that I went from like I made like 200 videos in the last month and a half being on this live stream, because I remember the number was like 1,700 or 1,800 videos I had. Now it's on 2,000, and soon, in a few days, it'll be on 2,100 because I'm making so many videos. But anyways, the point of this video, what I'm trying to get across to you, is you might run into some problems when you get them on your live streams. If you upload your whole file at one time, like I did, what might happen is your whole catalog of music, right? There might be a copyright in there, which you don't want to look through every single song on your I even have my music. I even have it all 995 songs on my USB drive. But I would have to look through the whole list to find the copyrights on it. And I don't necessarily want to do that, So what that makes me do is I basically have to like remove them, and each day there's a few on there. There's like like today there was like maybe 3 or 4 copyrights. I had to remove 3 or 4 videos because they showed up like every 15 hours. I gotta check it and make sure my copyrights are not they're not doing me like that. So I gotta remove them before they go into like worse scenarios. But anyways, coming from the indie community, I'm an independent artist, but like these copyrights are hard, man. I don't understand why, it has to be this difficult where I got to remove my music when I didn't even, I didn't do anything to like get copyrights. But one was just the name of the song was a copyright, and then one was use the guy's beat. I thought it was a free beat. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe he had it as maybe he had a copyright on it. But that was from like my first album. I didn't even put that on DistroKid with the copyright on it. It just got into my files. Like I said before, I might be rambling now, but I did my best to try to remove them. But it's a lot of stuff I don't want to deal with. But that's why I'd rather have the one live video. But I would have to take out all the copyright videos from my 995 songs in that file, or those files. I would have to remove them each. I would have to go through each song, and it's like it's kind of like if I could run the 24-hour live stream, it would be a lot easier. But these copyrights don't make things easy either. So it's a lot of, I don't know if I'm explaining this right. I'm a little tired now, but maybe that would give you some insight on what you could do on copyrights, and I don't know exactly if you need to, what y'all need to do on your copyrights, because it seems to be okay on my copyrights, what I'm doing. I'm not sure how y'all's businesses are running, but mine seems alright with it. It's just a lot of time and effort that I gotta put into this thing, so it's like, kind of sucks, but, I don't know exactly what to do but go through every single song on my files on the live reacting. I don't know exactly what to do, but maybe that will make things better if I could do that in the near future. But I just don't have the time to do that right now. So what it left me with is I have to delete videos every day because of copyrights. But I'm still getting the promotion of putting my music out for basically $20 a month and getting my live reacting, and I'm doing my advertising like that. So I'm killing a lot of birds with, one stone when I'm doing that. Because that's like the cheapest form of advertising you could do is the live reacting videos, if you got a big catalog like mine. But anyways, I feel like I'm rambling. I'm a little tired now. I've been running these live streams for like days, and I've been doing a lot of videos, so I'm a little tired. But the best advice, to make this long video, just to sum it up, just remove your copyrights. Don't get into don't start deliberately leaving your copyrights on there, because that's just gonna ask for trouble. Just remove it, make another song. Don't even put it on your DistroKid at all. Just remove it is the best thing to do, because you'll run into problems. You'll still run into your problems when you try to get a live stream going. So just remove your copyrights, and hopefully everything will be fine with the independent artists out there. That's pretty much all I got. I'm giving away free shirts if you buy a USB thumb drive from me. I have 19 shirts remaining, so I'm not making any more of those shirts. Some of those particular shirts are on my website, but they're not the same type of material. I had those shirts made down here, and they were like very, very expensive for me anyways. They were like $13 a piece. But when you buy them in a lot of them, it was like, turned out to be like $450 or something that I had to spend on 31 shirts. So it was a lot, and I tried to sell them, but no one bought them when I put them in the antique mall up from my house. No one bought my shirts, so I didn't even have them priced that high. They were like 25 a piece, but I just it wasn't the right customers in there. They're looking for antiques. Some of them are not looking for you know apparel or a new clothing brand that they never heard of, so they're not looking for that kind of stuff in there. But I have so that's basically all I got. A free T-shirt with the thumb drives, and that's 995 of my songs on there. I'm calling it my course because I have 81 albums, and you can look at it as 81 chapters. And when you memorize this, you'll gain a lot of IQ points. Now, I'm not saying that's proven or nothing, but I'm just saying I have 995 songs. If you memorize these, you'll learn how to rap in like 90 days to a year. You'll learn how to rap better, and you could look at it as a course, learn to rap in 90 days. And it's like 81 albums. You could look at it as chapters. But anyways, that's pretty much all I got. My website will be in the description. A lot of cool shit on there, y'all. So definitely check that out. Not too much more, but I'm gonna just say go ahead and follow me on all platforms. Leave a like and comment and share. And it's been a lot of fun. Dubitdown.